there's a mobile game that I've been, has been taking up a lot of my time. And when it comes to me and mobile games, there's so many mobile games right now, and like mobile games are not what they used to be. There's a lot of mobile games now that are way more in depth than past mobile games. And for me, I always like, I always see them and I'm like, I rather keep all the major games, and I'll save that for my console experience. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be, grinding dungeons on a mobile game. You know what I mean? It's like, but at the same time, I do appreciate, the different level of mobile games I've been seeing lately. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of, not just demanding mentally in terms of what you have to do in the game and figure stuff out, puzzles, stuff like that, but graphically, like there's been some really good steps that's been taken to really jump up the graphics in mobile games. Mm-hmm. To the point where it kind of blurs the line where you can't even tell. Before you could have tell this is a mobile game because of the graphics. Yep. They do well, but now they're really pushing that envelope. But anyway, I say all that to say I've always kind of like, all right, I'm good on mobile games. When it comes to mobile games, for me, I try to stick to more like puzzle games, more simple stuff that I could jump in, jump out,
yeah,
not worry a whole lot about just if I win, I win, I lose kind of thing. I cannot really pay a whole lot of mind into it. But bumped into this game called Smash Legends, and judging from the title, I saw the title and I said it had Smash in the title, and I was like, that's interesting. And when I saw the trailer, it actually had a faint resemblance of Smash in that you have to knock people off the stage, kind of like, and when they fall off the stage, it does have that same animation like Smash. I was like, well, this is interesting. Now, it is from a top-down perspective, so it from that in itself, I was like, okay, well, this is like a different take on Smash. Checked it out, and I've been playing it for almost about a week now. It's definitely been taking up a lot of my time. Very unique game in terms of but when I say unique, it's not unique that you haven't seen a game like this before in that sense. But I guess maybe unique wouldn't be a good word. But the character design of the game is very interesting because a lot of the characters are based off of fairy tale characters. Mm-hmm. So you have like Peter Pan, Captain Hook, Cinderella, that kind of thing. But it's their own take on it. So it's not, and the graphics are definitely very anime, cel shaded, has a really, really good look to it. But one thing I will say is that, well, before I get into that, the gameplay is essentially, you have your king of the hill, or in the game they call it Dominion, where there's a place on the map you have to hold down. Mm-hmm. The longer you hold it down, you win, kind of thing. You have your team deathmatch. There's even a battle royale mode, which is very interesting. It's a very quick jump in, jump out kind of battle royale. But that means that the gameplay is one that it's very easy to grasp because each character has it's like real-time battle, so it's like each character has their own moves and special moves that they can do and pull off. But doing moves in the air gives you different moves, so it kind of opens up different combo potentials. Now I have I knew people that actually play this game as well, because after I started playing it, I started inquiring about it, and I know people that played, and I actually gave it to some people to try, and some people have argued that you should be able to cancel special moves into your ultimates and stuff like that. But I could see why that's not in the game, because once you start doing combos and the game locks you, then you're guaranteed to be hit by these moves, as opposed to using it at the right time, because you still can combo, you just can't special move cancel. So it's like you have to use your moves at the right time. if you're gonna juggle, you have to juggle at the right time. And there is, even though you can't cast length moves, sometimes you can still combo into them. Like it would still combo because characters in a fallen state or whatever, And you have to really play with each character to see where they're strong, where they're weak, because each character combos differently. So, but yeah, very unique game. I definitely want to, for people that are more into mobile games, I would definitely recommend it. It's a free-to-play game. And the issue with most free-to-play games is the fact that,
microtransactions.
The microtransactions. This one is no different.
Is it like all cosmetic stuff or just
for the most part, yes, it's all cosmetic. There are, like, the latest character they just brought out is like a battle pass type thing. I think you can get her without it though, or they might release her later. But for the most part, all the is cosmetics, and to get loot boxes to then get characters. Like you can get loot boxes outside of spending money. That'll help you unlock characters, or you could buy the loot boxes and unlock characters for it. So you don't necessarily have to spend money. I haven't spent a dime yet. But I've been tempted a few times, but I'm like, I'm trying to hold off because there are different skins and stuff. All these, microtransaction games are going to give you a bunch of different things to spend your money on. So there's cosmetic skins. There's actually battle animations, like the hit animations and stuff like that. Elimination animations. There's stuff to spend your money on.
Like Brawlhalla kind of.
In a sense, yeah. There's stuff to spend your money on. But yeah, very, very cool game. I like the look of the game. One thing I will say also is like each character feels really good. Like I was surprised that, because when you see the game, you look at the game, you can kind of get an idea of how certain characters will play. And you're like, oh, I'm good. But when you actually play that character, you're like, like each character feels really good and really, really fleshed out for the most part. You can, as long as you understand what your character can do, you can really, play to their strengths and really have a good time with literally any character. Literally every character I play with, I've had a good time with. So if you guys are looking for something to do on your phone, Smash Legends is there. It's very easy to play game, very easy to understand what's going on. But in its simplicity, it still has, a little bit of depth, something for people to enjoy.
Yeah. It's very, very resemblant of Smash and Brawlhalla, but just a different perspective. I mean, aesthetically, it is pretty anime.
Very anime. The character designs are great. I really like every character design. And like I said, they're all based off of fairy tale characters. And I just like the different takes on it. Like for instance, like Snow White, for instance, is a guy. Very interesting. But anime is always blurred the line on male, female.
Ambiguity.
Archetypes, yeah. So, yeah, there's just different things like that. It's very, very unique.
Smash Legends.
If you're
looking for something new to play on your mobile phone, there you have it.
Definitely recommend it, especially if you're into anime and stuff like that. The game has a good presentation, so
yeah.
And they also let you try out each character before you even get them, so you can go when you go on the character select screen, you can actually try out the character. There's a bunch of dummies in there. You can kind of get a feel for how the character plays. But I find even doing that, like, I thought I had an idea of the character, but when you play them in real game, they you kind of see why certain things are the way they are and stuff like that. So very cool.
There you go.